Name's Daniel Mendenhall. I'm a cinematographer. I'm reaching out to everybody that's had this kind of problem. I wake up this morning and, I'm a gamer. I probably devoted way too much money than I like to admit into video games. And I would say my primary console is with Sony, with the PS4. So I wake up this morning and I noticed that we've got about 3 purchases, 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank God I woke up at 9. That I realized that these purchases were made not by me. Right away I contacted my bank, Navy Federal, to try to figure out if they could just make sure that they could shut the card off. So if all else, like I don't just lose my entire account to whatever is going on. I then tried to get a hold of Sony. I want to figure out what the hell is going on. And you get like a guy that's named like Carl or Kyle or Alex. I think I got a George. I got like 6 different people. And the conversation was very like robotic. Like they just send problem is that they're outsourcing this stuff and you can't call anybody at the time in which somebody may hack your console. The time in which you need this service to resolve these issues is not the right, they're not there for the time that you need it. Saturday morning is probably prime time for all the hackers to come out and do whatever they want to do to take your account and run wild. See the bill. The bill was $167. I'm talking to the rep. I'm talking to the person at customer service, and they're going to resolve my bill, which is great. It's almost like they treated it as if I did it. Like I did it the night before, and I didn't realize that I bought Fallout 4 for the second time, and Risen 3. I don't even know what the hell that game is, but that was on there. And they're acting as if I made the mistake that I just accidentally bought it. We're gonna allow this to slip one time. Like they're doing me a favor, and I'm like, dude, some asshole hacked my account. This isn't my fault. If anything, it's the security problems that are going on with Sony. While I'm telling them what's going on, they're not immediately responding to like a protocol. Like, what do you do when this stuff sort of happens? So they don't tell me to reset my password. They don't tell me to make sure that my PlayStation is the primary account. They make sure they don't even tell me that I need to do the PIN number. They don't do any of that. There's it's almost as if so this person who hacked my account at the time, it was hilarious. So it's like all this stuff is going on in real time. Is that as I'm typing, on the computer to talk to the representative from PlayStation, I hear a sound and I spin around, and it just so happens that it tells me that my account or my PlayStation is now not active. So all this is happening right behind me as I'm trying to resolve this with PlayStation or the rep at PlayStation, and they at no point did they actually try to make sure that I'm doing this, because I made the password change. I actually logged on and changed my password. I just did that just because I figured that was the first thing that needed to be done. I'm surprised. That's my other thing. That's the other big item here, is the fact that when you get in contact with them, they don't have a protocol to have this resolved. They don't try to help you. So I'm glad that I took the initiative and actually just went on and reset my password. And now my account is sitting in limbo. So I managed to get that in times before this person tried to change anything else. They didn't do that for me on the PlayStation Network at all. So I was just unaware of a primary account on a certain PlayStation console. I was unaware of a PIN. I was unaware of that secret message that maybe if I did all those items at some point, then this could have all been avoided. Here I am, and here I stand in limbo with this certain person. Maybe they're from China, India, maybe the next state over, maybe just over my fence in my house. I have no idea where they are. But they can't do anything with the account, and I can't do anything with the account. As it stands, I can't imagine how many people out there, that's why I'm doing this video, I can't imagine how many people out there that are trying to voice their opinion but not getting they're not getting anywhere. I don't even know at what point this person would have just ran my account dry, and I'd be sitting with $0. That would have completely have done me, done me in. Would have completely done me in. Sony, it is just too easy. Way too easy for somebody to come in and do that. You're not the victim, you're the culprit to them. Because that person could have probably have ended up logging online and talked to a representative, and there is zero accountability to who's actually talking to this person. It's huge. They have a lot of money. They could do this. I'm just kind of curious, it bothers me that they really don't care about that individual. It sounds like a Comcast type company. They don't give a shit about you. That's it. They feel like they're either talking to you or they don't even know. And you know, it's like I think about it like with banks. Like with banks, they need to know your address, they need to know your last four of social security, the security question, your phone number, all these information. If Sony could sort of implement some sort of a security measure that they call you when an issue comes out, that case, then this could all be resolved.